Hi and welcome to today's video. I've shared my weekly meal plan in my meal planning video yesterday, and today I've collected my groceries. I always do a weekly click and collect order from Morrison's. It's the nearest supermarket to our house, and this is my keto-friendly grocery haul for all of those meals for the week. I'll share everything that's behind me, literally everything that was in our shop. Apart from 3 pies, which I've quickly got in the fridge. Those were requested by my son for him to take to college this week. Everything else I've laid in the order that I'll be putting it away, so fridge things to longer life pantry things, and as I go through everything I'll talk about which meal they're for, as well as sharing the meal plan at the end of the video. So starting with all of the meat and fish that I've got for the week, I'll do it in the date order because that will help me because I couldn't remember what some of the things were for last week until I actually edited them together. On Monday, I'm going to be making a beef and mushroom stroganoff. It's a really simple dish. It's absolutely brilliant for keto. And I'm going to make it 2 ways on Monday because it's so simple. I'll make a beef and mushroom one and just a mushroom one, just to show that keto can be done meat-free. Absolutely, I have some meat-free days at the moment. Then on Tuesday, we are doing Mexican Taco Tuesday. I'll be making myself some tacos using cottage cheese, which is here. And everyone else will be having small flour tortillas to make soft tacos. I've bought 2 500-gram beef minces. I absolutely don't buy the lower fat one here. Then on Wednesday, we'll be having salmon smothered in pesto and with some basil leaves laid on the salmon first. So I'll lay basil leaves on the top. I'll then put pesto across the top of that. And then I'll bake it in the oven with some cherry tomatoes. That's going to be served with broccoli. And there are some wedges in my freezer when I checked it. So if anyone else wanted some wedges, they can have those. I've got butter for cooking. I've bought light olive oil for my omelettes. In the morning, I use a mixture of light olive oil and butter usually for that. And I've got olive oil spray because that is great for spraying on top of things before I'm cooking. I might, for example, if I have leftover tacos that I've made with the cottage cheese, the next day I know I can spray them with that and quickly fry them on each side in a pan, and that will revive them and makes them really good again for the next day. So the pesto, you already know now, it's for the salmon. The double cream and creme fraiche will be used with mustard, and that is for the stroganoff. The sour cream will be for the taco casserole that I'm doing, so the taco dish. Parmesan absolutely will be to sprinkle into I love it on the stroganoff. I love it to be a bit cheesy, and I will also use it on the salmon dish. I will be sprinkling that and grated cheese, most likely, across my broccoli. I've got another yogurt just for breakfasts, as well as having enough eggs for omelettes. I didn't need eggs this week. I've got 4 avocados. I normally have avocado on the side of my omelettes, but I'm also enjoying them on the side of other things. And I know I will want one on the day we have the taco casserole. I've got blueberries because blueberries are often something I put on my yogurt bowls. I have black olives because I will take those to work. That jar will last me for 3 days. I'll take 3 little tubs of olives to work on 3 of the 5 days that I go to work this week. Hopefully on other days there might be some leftovers. 2 fresh salsas. Those will be for the taco casserole. I've got onions here. This will be for the stroganoff and the taco day. These are the cherry tomatoes, baby plum tomatoes I've chosen to cook with the salmon. Coriander, cilantro will be used with the taco casserole. Basil, although I have a basil plant on my windowsill over there, it's actually not got enough leaves on it, I don't think, to do a dish. So I've bought some fresh basil from the shop because I keep using it, trimming it and hoping it will grow back quickly enough, but we eat it faster than we can keep it growing. I think I've forgotten to mention milk. That's just because we'll have some people in the house in the week that will want a tiny splash of milk on their granola or to make porridge. Mushrooms, that's for stroganoff day. I may well also include some in our taco casserole or with an omelette later in the week. Parsley, this goes into the stroganoff. Broccoli is being served on the side of the salmon dish. Courgettes will be served on the side of whatever dish I fancy, but I also at the very end of the week, on Saturday I believe, Next Saturday, I have down for my son to cook us carbonara, and instead of pasta, I will use a courgette sliced up. I've got some kombuchas across the back. I think I've mentioned in previous videos, I really enjoy kombucha, and I haven't had any for several weeks. I've just didn't have it during my Easter break, and I forgot it for the first week back. So this will be plenty to get me through the next couple of weeks. I like to take one of those to work to enjoy mid-afternoon, just because it's really refreshing. We were out of general coffee, and before we go to work, and at the weekends, we tend to have 1 or 2 coffees each day. We start every day with coffee, and this is the one we generally use, unless we've gone to one of the nice roasteries in Norwich, and sometimes we grab a bag from there, but this is much more affordable, so that's what we generally drink. On the Mexican casserole day, I have some really easy Mexican rice that I won't have to fuss with making, and that will be for my son and my partner. I've got oats to fill up our oats jar that's in the cupboard, ready for people to have porridge or to throw it in with their overnight oats. And I've got 2 packs of small tortillas. My daughter enjoys these sometimes for breakfast. And on the day we have the taco casserole, I know that those will be what the non-keto followers will use to wrap their taco meat in. And that is everything. So it wasn't too big of a grocery shop this week. I will include the price at the end of the video. I try to keep keto as affordable as possible, but by buying the slightly higher fat beef, that saves quite a chunk compared to the lower fat beef that I don't want. And I often at every supermarket use the 3 for 10 deal, especially because we're a larger family, we often need the multi-packs to be able to feed all of us. So these 6 portions of salmon will serve us really well for our salmon dish on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked the content, please give it a thumbs up. It will help my channel to grow. If you enjoyed the video, I'm going to try and share my keto meal planning each week and my grocery shop each weekend, where I stock up for the next week so that we can feel really ready for our meals and for all of us going to school and work. And if you know anyone that might enjoy my channel, please share it, because I'm really hoping the channel can help as many people as possible. I'm noticing in the comments lots of people that are starting keto, thinking about starting keto, so planning for it in the middle of their journey like me, or people that are using it to maintain a really healthy lifestyle. Are all starting to comment, as well as some people that are actually using other weight loss clubs that they're paying for. So they have a weekly check-in just to hold themselves accountable, but they are choosing to follow a keto way of eating outside of that. So I think it's a really powerful group, and I hope that in the comments we can all help each other as we're all focusing on the same thing and this health journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video tomorrow. Bye.